So that's why our mind are so busy. And so that first step, back to the body and mind wisdom. And that is the inner mind. And that is a growing cycle. And that is a creating cycle. There are growing cycle and multiple cycle. I tell you, this is the cream. Okay? We're going to master them today. We must get it. This is our cream practice. The most important part, cream practice. Okay? So back to the body and mind wisdom. And the second piece that we do, we call emotional wisdom, and that is the seeking sound. When people understand negative, positive is okay, unless only you can keep it balanced. Okay? So the Tao said, yin-yang balance, everything life balance, you eating everything fire balance, your emotional fire balance. And the West, they don't care about that, but they discover the same thing. What they discover, the West. Huh? What they discover? What is this? Huh? pH balance. What the pH balance for? Every lapse, the soil have to be have what? For the tree to grow, it have to be what? The soil, the earth have to be what? Have to measure what? pH balance. Yes or no? Yes. Yes or no? The water, if you drink them every day, have to be what? pH balance. Your saliva, to get healthy, what you have to want? pH balance. Your blood, if you want healthy, what you have to have? pH balance. Everything in the labs, the first thing in the morning, boom, find everything pH balance before they can testing anything. Yes or no? So the West discovered this, they use in the labs. But the Chinese, the Tao discovered this, they use in everyday life for how long? Many, many thousand years ago. That's all. You think that it work? East and West come to the same thing, but the Tao practical in everyday life. Now, I grow up in the Christian, so I'm fighting what? God and devil. So God is what? If we put in the pH, God is what? Alkaline. Devil is what? Acid. But the way we do is alkaline very high, alkaline very high, and acid down. Right? Is that good? Can you make the soil very alkaline and grow anything? Can you drink alkaline water every day? Can you do that? You cannot do that. The labs, no way you can test anything. If saliva too alkaline, all the bacteria are going to eat you up live. Because you cannot kill any bacteria. Right? You see the point? So, God and devil have to come into what? Balance. Or in the Tao we say, negative, positive is part of our life. Now, the law, the rule, whatever you're going to say, fix, boom, that's it. Only you have enough CO2 to trigger out the cell to release oxygen. Otherwise, the blood carry oxygen and it get out again. Because no CO2, the cell will not release, the red blood cell will not release oxygen. Okay? Change your mind. Okay. So inhale, you no need to inhale too much. Inhale. Exhale, let go, relax, and let go CO2. That's it. Now, more CO2 you measure them, they're going to tell you, hey, you don't relax enough, you don't let go enough, your CO2. Now, how you can improve your breathing? You have to learn how to relax, calm, even in a very difficult stress cycle, you can calm down and relax and exhale, let go. So when you let go, now they discover that when we are emotional, and we're very stressful, we hold CO2. We cannot let go. Now the blood are filled up with CO2, and this is the number one, the body cannot take it. I have too much CO2, it makes my blood too acid. CO2 is acid, it eats the bone. If you get the CO2, so we're going to go to the breathing technique, okay? Very important, okay? You think you have a tail, and you're rocking, and you're vibrating your tails. You're rocking and vibrating your tails, okay? So this one, look at this, rocking your tail, you have a tail vibrating, and smiling to your tail, and smiling to your sacrum, lumbar, rock, 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 and the tail vibrating. Just your tail vibrating, vibrating. Vibrating your tail and your neck. And relax so much, and you feel the whole tail are vibrating. Okay, so we call a sleeping dragons. Okay, when you started vibrating your tail, become what? A swimming dragons. Okay, so the dragon are swimming, swimming in the water, and dragon only have the spine, so they have to the spine, weakening the spine. That's called the swimming dragon. And they discover that yes, dragon can spray fire. Yeah, not a legend. And the Tao talking about that. The dragon actually teach the Tao master the alchemy. That's the basic alchemy, because the dragons know how to take different kind of a chemical and store. So the dragon have 5 lungs, 5 sacs. So they store one part of the chemical in one sac and another part of the 2 sacs. So you have sulfur, phosphorus, and all these things. And when you put them together, what happens? Fire. That's all. That's what they do. So these 2 sacs, and when they need to spray the fire, they mix things and they spray out their fire. Okay? And I don't know how God built that, but they have to have one weakness. And you know what the weakness of the dragon? No. When they eat, they cannot fly. And when they eat, they cannot spray fire. That is their weakness. And we figure out to kill them. When they eat, this block, so the 2 sacs cannot mix, and you cannot do. And they have another lungs that is like the fish lung, so they can go into the water, like fish lung. When they're going to fly, they breathe in, they expand that sac, and they light, and they fly. So when they eat, they stuck out here, because this all the air have to go in for this windpipe to go into these 5 lungs, and they stuck and they cannot fly. So if you're going to kill the dragon, it's when they cannot spray and they cannot fly. Now you kill them. And we outsmart the dragon. Okay, we kill them. Dragon is smart, very smart. And it can survive until the human destroy them all. They survive the what? They survive, live longer than the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs never survive, but the dragon survive. Yeah. See? So, dragon. Talk about dragon. So you talk about fire dragons, okay? Fire dragon. Now, crane. All the exercise for the spine. We get you later on. So stretch your neck very long and coming back. 3 circle, lumbar circle, thoracic circle, next 1 circle, 3 circle. And rock your spine. Always come back to rock your spine and smile. So that is the first smile. Smile to your left and right brain. Smile to your small brain. Smile to your, so rock your neck, smile to your neck. The neck have to relax. And smile to your thoracic, 12 thoracic. So one by one, spend time into smiling to the spinal cord one by one. And smiling to the 5 lumbar, sacrum. And feel the dragon fire spray out. And it's warm into your spinal coccyx and sacrum and kidney and spread out into all the nervous system. And your whole body are so warm, so warm, so warm. So this one we call brain and the spinal cord inner smile. When you do a good job with that, do a good job. So the alternative, crane neck, nighttime, and rocking, and start smiling. Beautiful practice. Spend some time, 10, 15 minutes, just doing that over and over and over. Make sure that people relax, otherwise they're so tense. The tension is in the brain and the spine. It's very stressful, okay? And rocking it, rocking, rock, 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 and smile, smile. And you feel, when you rest, so good, so good, so nice and so good, so warm and comfortable, okay? You get that? Now, the eyes. The inner smile always starts with the eyes, the eye. And the mid-eyebrow always involved with this. So rub your mid-eyebrow, relaxing your eyebrow, relaxing your eyebrow, and smile, relaxing. Many people you see this eyebrow are so tight. Spend some time in this because so tight. When you look at people so tension, this one go like this. You see that? Very tight. If you relax them, get the middle, put the finger, rub them, and tell them to relax the mid-eyebrow, relax the mid-eyebrow, and smile. Now the smile coming down. The smile come down. And smiling in the eyes. And the next thing, smiling down into your mouth. Lightly lift up the corner of your mouth. That's it. Inner smile. That's all. So this inner smile is really good. Okay? And your tongue stick up to the palate. Hold your hand near your heart. So you smile to your jaw, relax your jaw. When your mouth are up, your mid-eyebrow relaxed and the eyes smiling inwardly. You feel like water flow coming down and floating down to your throat. Very important is the throat because all the what? Sympathetic, parasympathetic, and what? And vagus nerve coming down from in both sides here, coming down. When the neck very tension, this is very stressful, okay? And the jaw is the one holding everything. So relax. Sometimes you rub, go around, tell people relax your jaw. Some people is so tight, so tense. Okay, go like this. You just touch, rub them. Hey, relax your jaw, relax your mouth, relax, and let it come down like waterfall. Flow down your throat, down to the heart, down to the heart. And very important part, have the organ ready for people. At least go to how the organ look like. And tell them to, so very simple. Number one, you believe that your mind have a connection to the heart. Yes or no? Yes, it. If you believe it. And number two, if you can hold the image of the heart and you smile to it, what happens? You in touch with the heart. And immediately you know, oh my God, my heart pumping too fast. Okay? Sometimes I just smile out, oh my heart, energy gone, energy all everywhere. Now I smile, everything calm down, the heart. I hold it, I smile toward the heart. So I started to spiral. So, and I believe that the heart store what? Love, joy, happy, appreciation. And you believe that the love, joy, happy, appreciation is very important. Okay? And the heart can multiply more love, joy, happiness when they're connecting with unconditional love. All you do is feel love radiant out and connecting with unconditional love into the heart, and you spiral so the heart can multiply. You spiral, feel the heart multiply, more love, more joy, more happiness. And you believe that when you have this good message in the heart, when you love yourself, when you know how to love yourself, what can you do? You know how to love other people. And when you multiply more love, what happens? You have more love to give to other people. People problem now, the problem of people is what? They have so little love. But they say, I love you. You have so little. And you say, I love you so much, why can't you love me? You just give them tiny little love, they can't even feel it. And you keep on complaining, why I love you so much, you don't love me? You cannot make an impression at all, it's so little. When you have so much love, you need to say, hey, I love you so much, why don't you love me? You need to say that? No. I have so much love. I give you as much as you can give. That's it, finish. I don't need to say I love you so much, why you don't love me? Love is not expect a return. The more you give, the more you receive. That is the key, the unconditional love, okay? So feel love, joy, and happiness. Now, small intestine is the pelvic organ, but small intestine is empty valve, it's empty. Empty space can multiply, so remember that. So you put down the small intestine and spiral, and feel more love, more joy, more happiness in this empty. When the small intestine empty, you can multiply more love, joy, happiness. Spiral feels so good in the small intestine. It multiplies more love, more joy, and happiness. Now the mantra. What the mantra that we want to chant? Fire creating what? Earth. When the fire burns, it's creating, it becomes ashes and adding more to the earth. So where is the earth? Go back to your left side. First, know the location of the spleen, how it look like. Second, know the location of the pancreas, how it look like. Very important. Okay? Look at the anatomy, smile to it, hold the picture, know the location, hold the picture, and smile to it. And believe I am smiling to the spleen. So smiling to the spleen and spiral, feel the love, joy, happiness from the heart, multiply a lot, wrap around the spleen and pancreas, and fill the spleen, pancreas with love, joy, and happiness. Is that good? Is that good for the spleen? Good. So do it. Okay, so so fill the spleen, pancreas with love, joy, happiness. Now when the stomach are empty, so stomach is the empty organ. When the empty space, what you can do? It's the most useful space, right? An empty cup, what you can do? You can put in the water and you can empty it again. That is the most useful. So stomach is what? When it's no food, it's empty, it can do what? It's very useful. It can multiply. So smiling to the stomach, spiral, and feel it. I am multiplying more love, more joy, more happiness. Later on, they multiply their own emotion, their own virtue in their own organ. Okay, that is the next part we do. So it multiply more in the stomach. Smile, picture the stomach, feel more love, joy, happiness, multiply more in the stomach. Are you happy? Yes. You should happy, you know. When you do it right, you should be very happy. Now, what we do? When you feel more multiply, so chant the mantra is what? The earth creating what? Lung, metal, lung. Come to the lung. Breathing in, smiling into the lung, wrapping the love, joy, happiness into the lungs. And now the lungs are happy, love, joy, and happiness also. When the lung happy, will they have complaint? Huh? Will they complain a lot and complain to the heart and to the brain or not? No. When they're happy, no complaint. So are you happy? Any complaint? No, I'm happy, no complaint. That's good, huh? That's it. If you make all the organs happy and healthy and no complaint, what happened to the brain? Happy also. The brain happy. When somebody complains all the time, I tell you, it's so. You make the president the white hair growing so much, you know. There's so many complaints, so many problems everywhere. Okay? So, love, joy, happiness. Now, last intestine, we don't use them because it's always filled up unless you're empty. But we're going to smile. Ascending column, picture them, ascending column, smile to it. Transverse column, and descending column. Now, metal creating what? Water. And water is what? Kidney. So in the back, you cover the kidney, and you smile, and you spiral, and fill the kidney with love, joy, and happy. Gratefulness, thankfulness, appreciation. Okay. Kidney fill up with love, joy, happiness. Now, one of the most useful empty organ is what? Bladder. You know why it's so useful in the bladder? Because you always can what? Empty them. Yes. So empty organ is what? Empty vessel is the most useful vessel. Yes or no? So when you are PP, the bladder are empty. And what is the location of the bladder? For lady, what happened? The uterus is above what? The bladder. Okay? Now for men, the bladder is above what? Prostate gland. Right on the sexual organ. Okay? So when you are smile and fill the bladder with good love, joy, happy, this energy will activate what? Sexual energy. Arousal, orgasm energy. That is what the bladder do. So you smile to the bladder. Smile to the bladder and feel the bladder nice and warm. Always keep the spinal cord rocking and rocking. Rock and smile. Rock and smile. And feel. This, for me, it's so easy to feel the bladder with energy. I so feel it. When I smile, so much energy in the bladder, and I feel them with love, joy, happiness. And in the Chinese, the bladder meridian is big, 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 big meridian. You know that? It's connecting to where? The bladder meridian connecting to where? Every single organs. That's it. Along the spinal cord. Bladder meridian. connect to every organ. When I smile and I feel so much energy, phew, I feel a two energy along my spine coming up to my back of the neck. I feel it. So I say, oh, very good feeling. You activate all the organs. Bladder, the bladder. Okay? And you feel the arousal. And bladder is a container. So what you can do again? You can gathering the sexual energy into the bladder. Because energy is no form, but we need a container to collect the energy. That is the bladder. So the sexual energy, if you develop it, you always can collect sexual energy into the bladder because it's a container. Okay? And it's so good to feel it. Smile to your bladder. It's so good. You know, I always like to buy anatomy book. That's it. Yeah. And I always have so many versions of free 3D anatomy. Free. So much. It's free. Why not? So good. So smile to the bladder. And I spiral. Multiply more energy. Now what I can do? Water creating what? Wood. So move the water up to the liver. Now gallbladder we cannot multiply. It's too small and always fill up with bile. We don't use them. So you spiral in the liver. Think about the liver representing what or connecting to what? Tree. So what you going to think about that? The water put to the tree so the tree grow. And after that, picture it. When the tree grow, what they do? They blossom, right? Blossoming. And what of the blossoming, what they do? They bear fruits. And after that you eat the fruit, what happen? What you have? You have the seed. And what does you have the seed? You have bigger soil, what happen? You can put more seed into the soil, and the soil will grow what? More tree. Okay? And when you have more tree, what you do? What the tree creating and grow what? Fire. Now you have more tree. Are you worried about no wood to burn? Hello? You don't worry. So now, more tree, more wood, what you do? It creating more fire. And the fire represent what? Loving fire, compassion fire, gratefulness, thankfulness fire. That's it. Good or not good for you? Very good. So fire burning and creating what? Huh? Earth again, okay? It cool down, it become ashes. So go on now yourself. The ashes add up more what? More earth. Spleen, pancreas, stomach. Multiply in your stomach. When you have more and bigger earth, when you dig down, what you find?